here that I'll break it over your head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're a real crumb bum.
See, these guys are all the same.
With filthy mouths and bad attitudes.
The Crumb Show.
Play every word of it, Crumb.
I come walking out of a bar with a prostitute.
You can't just lie and cheat and break the rules you don't like.
Get away from me, you crumb.
Friggin' wise ass.
Who are these crumbs?
Some shady characters.
You're a goddamn disgrace.
Put that on camera. Crumb.
Welcome to the Crumb Show.
Welcome to the Crumb Show. I'm your host, Fats Ciccarella. This is Jesse Marchese, Chris Reynolds, and Jerry Joe Pesci.
Here at the Crumb Show, we delve into the crumb side of life. We're all crumbs in one way or another, so let's laugh, talk some shit, and see what happens. What's going on with you crumbs this week? Anything funny? Anything good?
No, just everyday life. Doing some stuff. It's Nicholas's birthday today. Shout out to Nicky.
Happy birthday, Nicky.
The big 2-0.
20.
He's a crumb in the making. Very proud of him. He's coming up pretty good in the crumb world. Yeah. But off the other topics, I want to talk about my family. I get a little boring. We live a little private life over here in the Ciccarella household. Brittany Griner.
Yeah, that girl. What a fucking dumbass.
I don't know whether to feel bad for her,
I don't feel bad.
or is she just a fucking idiot?
You can't go to Russia knowing.
Well, she smokes. You would want to have something to smoke too.
Yeah,
It's like you get.
I'm not going to go to Russia, dude. I know. I'm refused. I would never do that.
Everybody has their reasons to go somewhere. You want to get
Also-
arrested for vape cartridges.
Also, like right now, we're not cool with Russia.
No shit.
Mhm.
So, like, you're going to go over to a country we're not cool with, knowing there's a possibility, and what? You thought they were just going to slap you in the wrist because you're Brittany Griner? Nobody knows who
Nobody
you
knows
are.
who she is.
There's a
Nobody
little.
watches the WNBA.
I know.
I'm not going to talk about that.
There's a little show called Locked Up Abroad.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
That's all you need to know.
man.
There was also a movie with Vince
You go to
Vaughn.
these countries, there's no, dude. You get life for cursing at your dad.
Dude, remember that kid that got caned?
Yeah, for what? Spray painting?
That's spitting on the ground.
I think they threw eggs or something in Singapore. Right?
Something. No, it wasn't that. I don't know what it was. It was something not that big a deal.
Years ago, somebody did graffiti and got caned. And I forget where. But Brittany Griner she's a mean. She got caught with the vape cartridges in her luggage or bags or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She was born with a stash spot.
Marijuana vape
She was
cartridge.
born with a secret stash spot.
Yeah, how come that's never been brought up on the news?
They don't call it.
The
a
woman's
prison
got the
wallet.
ultimate stash spot.
They don't call it a prison wallet for nothing.
I'm telling you.
Vape purse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
But-
that how you carry yours around when you don't want anybody to see it?
stick that in my bird wallet. Or some of the fellas call it yes.
Not that one, folks.
Jesus Christ. We had one shot at it. One shot at the first episode, and you blew it. What a fucking mingy. You are a crumb.
Another
Totally
crumb.
true.
Well, this is like the woman version of the Crumb Show, I guess. We got Brittany Griner and
Are we done talking
Giselle
about Brittany
Bundchen. I mean,
Griner?
what else is there to say?
I don't know.
I mean,
She's
think
getting locked
about
up
it.
in
Like
her.
I said, you're going to Russia, a hostile territory. They're not cool with anything. Yeah, I get you want to smoke, but oh well. You're not important enough to go to a different country and get away with that. And I'm not saying she deserves like all that time for vape pen, but she should face some consequences.
When you go to a country that has such strict drug laws, you should kind of pay attention to that shit.
If you have any intelligence, you would think them of all things are going to get flagged.
Yeah.
Some liquid in something.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was just some buds or something, they might have let you slide.
And they can't wait for Americans to do something stupid because they got prisoners here that they're like. Biden said he's going to trade. He's working on a trade.
Yeah,
They're not trading.
he
He
wants
said
that.
he wants to though.
He wants that spy dude.
The guy
Yeah.
from Lord of War.
Yeah, what's his
Agent
name?
movie.
Snowden.
No.
No, that's different.
Snowden,
Yeah,
different
Eric
dude.
Snowden. They want the guy from the Nicolas Cage movie, Lord of War.
It's because of
Good
the
movie.
His last name was like something.
Good
That's
movie.
who they went out of jail to trade off.
But back to Brittany Griner. I mean, it sucks. You're locked up in Russia. I can imagine what's going through her head. But WNBA, who gives a fuck?
Nobody.
If it was Steph Curry. it'd be
Oh
a
my
different
God,
story.
that's different. Send the
We'd be at
fucking
war.
Jesus Christ,
We'd
send the
be at
boys. What are we doing?
Right.
I mean, yeah, Biden wouldn't have a choice. If it was LeBron,
I picked his name.
Send the
because
boys.
he's better than LeBron.
Ooh, hot take from
Who is?
Jerry.
who's
I
better?
think Dennis Rodman went over and tried because he's like cool with everybody.
Yeah,
That got squashed quick.
he met Kim Jong Un.
They're
His
boys.
name wasn't
They
even
pronounced
in
it.
the top 5.
I think he's also cool with Putin.
I thought it was
Nah, ain't
Putin.
nobody cool with Putin. He was cool with Kim
Trump.
Jong because Kim Jong Un, is that his name, or Il?
Un?
Kim Jong Un. He has a fascination with the 80s Bulls.
Yeah.
And you can't get Jordan, you can't get Pippen, you can get Rodman.
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah. Shout out to Michael Jordan's son for banging Scottie Pippen's daughter.
But I consider
We salute
Still getting
you.
one over on him.
off the
that
subject.
his-
I consider
Can't
Rodman.
never
on.
miss nothing.
Is that his daughter or Scottie Pippen's ex-wife?
Scottie Pippen's daughter.
Oh,
That's not his ex-wife?
No, Michael Jordan's son
Is banging Scottie
Scottie
Pippen's daughter. I thought it was Scottie Pippen's ex-wife for some reason.
wait a minute. That's kind of cool.
Oh, Jordan's couldn't let him have nothing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I mean, their kids did. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Now that I think about it.
Baby.
Yeah.
Especially if Pippen feels some type of way about Jordan.
Yeah, it's true.
Kim Jong Un, he's got to be like candidate for one of the top crumbs in the world.
Top
yeah.
lunatic.
I mean,
That's for damn
but think
sure.
about
He's in a different category.
Think about
They're
it.
just crazy. They're
That-
batshit crazy.
He's way past
But
Crumb.
hear me out. That chick that was on Rogan, the Asian girl that escaped from here.
yeah.
I forget her name. I'm not even gonna try to attempt it because I don't even remember what it was. According to her, you don't own anything in North Korea. Like they're eating feces over there, and this fat fuck is eating steaks. Like he can do whatever he wants, but the people can't.
Yeah, you're only allowed to have a selected amount of certain style haircuts.
Right.
Like a board like that, a certain
But
haircuts.
why do people-
He's the only one with his style.
But like
Yeah.
over here, something stupid happens. The fucking United States erupts. Everybody gets kill each other. How can you live like that over there? You gotta blame the people to a little extent here because uprise, overthrow, go kick his ass.
They're super poor. They're like super weak and poor. They're like
Besides that-
eating feces. How are they can't even like get the strength to even?
I got an answer for you.
And they don't have no guns or nothing.
300 Spartans.
You are trained
Yeah.
to think a certain way. If you are not informed with that and you're not thinking a certain way, they take you and send you to like a prison.
Brainwash
till you
your
learn
ass.
to think that way.
Yeah.
That's not no
Yeah, there's
bullshit.
no rebels.
They're not allowed to have dogs
You're
over
not
there.
allowed to leave.
Yeah, because they're food.
Yeah, but they outlawed it because it resembles Western culture, he
Yeah,
said.
it does.
They
yeah.
banned them.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was mean.
He's a piece of
But it is
shit.
food. They eat that shit. They eat everything over there
Yeah.
because they're so poor.
Yeah,
They'll eat
they gotta-
anything.
They gotta save their poop, and then you have to have a certain amount of the weigh. I forget what they do with it now. It's true shit. You save your feces, and then everybody has to have a certain weight by the end of the month, year, whatever it is. I don't know if they burn it for energy or no, for manure. It's for manure. They grow their own crops with their own feces, dude.
Oh, shit.
How is disease not just killing everybody over there? I mean, we're terrified of the pandemic. They're eating their own shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you Crumb if you eat your own shit?
If you're
There was
doing
a
it
guy
for
in
survival.
There was a guy in Philadelphia named Uncle Eddie Savitz back in like the 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
And he would pay you to
I remember that.
shit in your underwear and feed it to him or just give it to him.
Oh,
He would pay for you. He would pay for poop. He died of AIDS.
He
I-
bought people Eagles tickets if they would slam his dick in the door.
Yeah.
I'd be a season ticket holder then.
The neighborhood kids would just stop there on Friday, like,
Poop
for
in
beer
their
money,
pants. Here.
Yeah.
slam his dick in the
Give me
door.
Box of
Yeah, it was
X-Lax?
like a whole big thing. A lot of crazy. There's a lot of crazy things that came out of Philadelphia Crumb like that. There's a serial killer named Gary Hyde.
Yeah, I just watched a special on him.
He was like held women captive in a dungeon. Like Philadelphia's a crime. Got some crumbs there. I mean, he might be beyond crummish too. That, like, there's a certain line of a crumb. Like, once you pass that line, it goes on somewhere else because, like, Eddie Savitt's eating his own poop for money. I don't know.
Uncle Ed, I used to stop. They were talking about him on Howard Stern when I was in high school at some point.
Shout out to Howard.
And I used to, listen to Howard Stern on the way to school. And then I would get there late, and the teacher, he was our marketing teacher, he would, I'd go in his class and shit and sit down, and then after it was time to leave, he'd say, "Excuse me, Mr. Marchese, I need to speak to you. Could you please stay after class?" And everybody would leave and be like, "What's Howard Stern talking about today?" And I'd have to tell him that these neighborhood kids were slamming his 10-inch dick in the door for beer money.
They did that? Uncle Eddie?
Yeah.
I thought it was just shit.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Were you just paying attention?
I was. That's why I just heard. I thought he was just shit. Because I never heard about the dick shit.
Yeah. No, all kinds of crazy stuff. Who else knows what went on there?
So Uncle Eddie was packing then.
I just said 10 inches, didn't I?
That's packing.
You'd know.
I mean, according to my world, it's packing. Well, I wonder if that's like a thing.
What?
With lunatics and having big hogs.
I don't know.
I bet you it is. I bet you there's some kind of coincidence there.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Were you gonna say quinky dink?
No, you don't mean there was a coincidence because it was a coincidence. It's just a coincidence.
Now, see,
like,
let me stop you there. I had this argument with my old lady.
What are you talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, correcting people. I want to tell the world this, not just you, but I want to tell the world. When people correct grammar, right? I think this is the biggest bullshit thing in this world. Like, if I say, I don't even know what I say wrong because I think it's all right.
You just did. I'll give you that example.
Wait, what did I say wrong there?
You said you used coincidence improperly.
Right, but really, you knew what I was trying to say, though, right?
Yeah, and they just want to be an asshole to remind you.
So therefore, why the fucking people? If you know what I said, why correct me? In English class in 7th grade at Wissahickon, right? Miss Parker, she was this handicap broad, right? She had the ones that came up the wrist. Had nothing to do with her. I don't know why I explained to her. Yeah, she was mean as shit too. She fell down a couple of times. I tried to help her up. Yell at you. Leave me alone. I'll do it. Whatever.
She's handy-capable.
We had a foreign exchange kid, Nori, right? He was from Turkey.
Shout out Nori.
Hell of a wrestler. Didn't speak a word English, right? He sat next to me.
What language?
Turkey. But no, seriously, didn't speak no. How the fuck did he pass English and I failed?
It's true.
He don't even speak English, but because I
have
say
an
it wrong,
asshole like me sitting next to you, correcting you the whole fucking time.
But if you know what I'm saying, I'm not wrong.
I don't want you to sound stupid.
Like if I said, damn, I wish we had an argument. I said something we were eating dinner. She was breaking my balls. I don't talk right.
Right.
But I said, see, if you know what I'm saying,
talk well.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, so I'm saying it right. That's how I just think of it. I think that's, I don't know, English language.
It's a beautiful language. You should practice it.
Like the grammar, that wasn't grammatically incorrect. It was more phonetically, I suppose, incorrect.
Tomato.
Man, now you're getting all fancy.
Yeah,
Potato.
I'm sorry, I got to dumb it down for you idiots here.
Don't let me get you started on punctuation.
Yeah. So what else is going on? Anything fun? Anything cool?
Nah, I'm just waiting, like everybody else in this world, to get rich so I can stop going to my miserable job every day.
Yeah.
60 hours a week is just, I wanted to say no mas, but that's wrong. That means no more.
Is that mandatory?
It's no bueno.
Is it mandatory you do that?
Well, kind of. When you got 60 guys and you got 3 good employees, yeah, it's kind of.
So like you could work 40, and they would be okay with that.
No, not in my
That's
position.
what, so
yeah.
it's mandatory.
Yeah, well, not really, but yeah, you can't work just 40. Yeah,
Are you salaried?
No, fuck no. You think I work this many hours for a salary?
No, I mean,
Jesus Christ!
I know some people who do that.
I mean, I'm a nice guy and all. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, one day I'll hit the lottery. I played for the $1 billion. I must kill a guy from Acme over it, but I didn't hit. And
What happened with it at the Acme?
I feel like a cheap motherfucker because I wanted to play $20 worth of lottery tickets. So I go in there and said, give me $10 on Powerball. And this is what I think the grammar thing's going to come into effect here again. So I said, give me $10 on Powerball. Give me $5 on Cash 5 and like Treasure Hunt, right? One of them is $2. Either Treasure Hunt. I know the Powerball is, right? So I know it. But the other one of them is $2, one is $5. So he said you can't do 5 on that game because they're $2 a ticket. So, you know what I mean? I said, all right, make it 6. What does that mean to you? I wanted $5, right?
Right.
He said you can't do that. They come in dollars. I said, all right, make it 6 then, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
$6.
Thank you. This motherfucker thought I wanted 6 tickets and put it. Then he's going to charge me $12 fucking dollars.
Jesus Christ, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
So I said, so it came to $26. I said, I did the math in my head. I should be spending $20. He goes, no, you said 6. So I put it up to, I said, no, asshole. You said, I said 5. You said they only come in 2s. I said, make it 6. You took it upon yourself to think I meant 6
You know
tickets.
what, though?
Let me hear me out. All right? So I said, I'm not paying for it. He said, there's 2 late, so I put in the mail. You can't return these.
Right.
I said, well, if I go to a store, I'm not going to buy something I don't want, so I don't want them. And he kept trying to talk over me. Listen, it's America. Customer's always right. Eat it, pal. You chose to work in retail. Then he said something stupid. I said, listen, now you're getting me fucking mad. Even though I'm a tough guy, you know.
Listen, are they the scratchers?
No, I just
Powerball.
said, you
Oh,
minion.
Powerballs, then you had to pay for it.
Listen.
Yeah, you can return.
So
There's
after I
you have
said,
like 10 or 15 minutes.
After I said you're getting me mad, he decided to pick up his little walkie-talkie called security. I didn't want to stick around. I had my old lady in the car. So I said, you know what? Fuck you. You pay for the fucking tickets, and I walked the fuck out.
So you didn't get none of them?
Yeah, but then I couldn't sleep all night because I said, watch that fucking ticket hit for $1.9 billion, and man, will I be the fucking minion next day. But I went across the street and played a Count. Shout out to Count gas station. Great customer service. Somebody hit for $3 million there a couple years ago.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What would you do right now if you had hit for $3 million?
$3 million?
Yeah, not the billion. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
'Cause I don't-
$3 million, it's a good number.
Honestly, I don't think I would want it. I mean, I wouldn't turn it down, but I don't think I would want $1 billion.
Nah.
I don't need it. I'm
I
45.
would give most of it away.
Yeah.
If I had.
You
know,
take care of
not
your
much.
kids. You know what I mean? I take care of my mom. You know what I mean? And then, I don't know. Just, I'd fucking buy a vacation house. And, I don't even know where my vacation house would be. Because, like, I'm not a hot weather guy.
$1 billion you're going to have like
Multiple.
5, 10, 5
Yeah, but then
vacation
you're going to spend a lot of your time traveling back and forth. You know, don't you just want to go to one and just chill and have everything right at that one house?
If you're a billionaire, you're not going to travel. You're just going to chill. You know how boring that's
Well, the
gonna
world's
get?
really crazy right now, so I don't know if I travel abroad.
It's not crazy everywhere.
I get bored after 4 days sitting at home. If
Yeah.
I'm off like Friday and Monday.
Yeah.
And Saturday and Sunday. I'm like,
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. I had to stop working now, and I had all kinds of money. I'm working on my comedy, working on this, working on music. I be doing shit. I've got all kinds of stuff that work holds me back.
Yeah.
But if you
Work is
want,
the worst thing.
if you
in
want
life
$3 million,
that holds you back.
you don't have to work on comedy no more.
But that's what I want to do now.
If $3 million is a good number though.
That's retirement
It's
money.
not
At 45 years
craziness.
old, that's retirement money.
But you can go get, like, we don't need $1 million house.
No.
But for us, a sweet ass house, $500,000, you'd be like, it's a fucking mansion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paid for and shit.
But think
Where,
about
what country would you go to?
What
Stay right
country?
the fuck
Yeah.
here.
I'm not even leaving Pennsylvania. What
Yeah,
are we
I'm not
talking
leaving.
about?
No, for vacation. What country are you going to? You just said you're going to travel. Where are you
Yeah,
traveling
yeah.
to?
I would have a vacation house in Italy. One of them little islands or some shit.
But like, yeah.
Southern Italy or northern? Or central?
Wherever the
Coastal or
islands.
mountain region?
Ooh, mountain Italy, mountains. Ooh,
I
that would be
think-
nice.
I think southern mountain region Italy. Yeah, down in the tip of the boot,
Right.
where the
right.
toes would be.
Nah.
Yeah, like up by like
I'm going up north.
north.
Got
Yeah. My people are southern.
my
So.
people.
Speaking of that, my people, right? This new boss of mine, I want to talk about him, but I don't know if this.
No, don't say that.
Well, I ain't gonna say his name, but like, he asked me like, we were talking about me being Italian, and he said, like where my family was from in Italy, and I said, well, you know, my dad's side is Sicilian and Mondelez, and my mom's Brucese, and I said my dad's people when I said where my dad was from, right? And he said, huh, people. He said, huh, his people. What the fuck's that mean?
Where's he from? What's his nationality?
Who knows? He's a regular
Mainlanders don't like Sicilians.
Yeah, but like, what's wrong with saying his people?
Probably because you're American. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're saying Italian people like it's your people, like you're from Italy, maybe.
But I said his people.
Like
Not
your
my
dad's
people.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
See,
Maybe
I
guys
said my
just
dad's
fucking
from-
jerk off.
I said my dad's people
Right.
are from.
Right.
He said, huh, people.
I don't know.
Like, I'm
What the fuck's that
sorry.
supposed to mean?
I guess because, I don't know, I guess because he's Irish and then didn't say Ireland. But like, what's wrong with saying his people?
No.
So, did you guys see they made a sequel to The Christmas Story? We just watched the video. I don't know if you guys at home have seen it yet. It's been out for a minute now, but I'm excited to watch it. What do you guys think?
Hated it. I'll check it out.
Check it out. Jerry watches everything.
Did you say you hated it?
It just came out. You didn't even watch it.
That whole
The trailer. You didn't like the trailer? Why? Let's hear what Chris Reynolds didn't like about the trailer, folks.
Jesus, I can't believe my ears right now.
He's a hater on everything, folks.
Jesus,
I don't hear him out. He don't like remakes.
Come on, sad clown. Let's hear your story.
Basically, like, you know, there was nothing grabbed me. Nothing grabbed me out of the trailer like, to make me want to be like, oh, I gotta watch this. Like, this shit looked like any Hallmark Christmas.
Hallmark Christmas movie.
I'm not interested. I don't even see any cleavage.
It's something that you could watch with your
I'm
kids
not even
and
really
your family.
interested in
Jesus
that.
Christ.
It
It's
doesn't
a
have that
family
it doesn't have
movie.
anything. Well, then
You sit around and watch it with your family like you did the first one.
Yeah,
Not
and then you
jerk off
enjoy
in the
it.
corner like
Yeah.
Pee-wee.
There's different websites for movies that make you want to jerk off.
Jesus Christ, Scrooge, you got coal in your heart over there?
I'm not watching. I refuse.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll
I'm
check it out.
definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I thought it looked
Who knows
amazing.
about Ralphie?
It's-
Are you tired of 24 hours of A Christmas Story
I
yet?
think he's just
No.
traumatized to getting his tongue stuck on a hole.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get it twisted. My go-to Christmas movie is Griswold's. Shout out Clark. Always will be, but love Christmas
But
Story.
listen, you just watched that trailer. Did you actually watch the trailer?
100%.
And you
Yes.
said, and it was amazing.
100%.
Name one part that was super amazing.
I'm-
And you're like, I can't wait.
It's
I don't think you
I'm
watched
gonna
it.
tell you, fucking
Nobody
Scrooge.
watched- Nobody watched it. It was like I was watching it, and I don't even like. I might as well not have watched it. I really tried, and I don't remember
hated
anything.
the idea of it as soon as it came out. As
Exactly.
soon as you
Fucking-
realized you didn't see it, you hated it.
Ralphie's in it. Skip's in it. They're all in it. Even
Who
the
the fuck
redhead
is
kid.
Skip?
What was his name?
Scott Farkas?
Scott Farkas is in it. That's Scott Farkas.
Right.
Scott.
Scott?
Scott.
Scott? Scott.
Scott.
It's not Scott.
It's Scott.
It's Scott.
S-C-U-T. No, it's not.
Who the fuck named their kid Scott?
It's Scott.
That's not even a nickname.
It's Scott. I know because I seen an action figure in like, a record store or some shit. And I was like, oh shit.
What year was it?
Okay, maybe it is.
The 40s.
There was a Christmas Story Part 2 made in 2012. Terrible. Now, 40 years after the Christmas Story wants to bring out
Well,
a new
I'm sure
Christmas
his dad died. They missed their dad. They're thinking of the old times and nostalgia, getting shit back together.
Are you one of the people who eat Chinese food on Christmas?
Fa ra 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 ra.
There's certain people that eat Chinese food on Christmas.
Oh yeah, what is
But
that?
right now,
What kind of
right
people
now
are
in the
those?
world, we don't talk about it.
What kind of people
Yeah,
are
We
what
don't
those?
kind
talk
of people?
about it. We don't talk about it. Like Chappelle was just on Saturday Night Live,
Shout out Dave.
and he just said, "There's two words you don't put together ever.
let's
The
not
two.
talk about it anymore.
You watch the thing. I'm not.
Am I the only one interested and wants to know over here?
Ask
Wait.
Dave Chappelle.
I had a friend named Rory back in middle school who ate Chinese food on Christmas.
Did he celebrate Christmas?
What did he eat on Thanksgiving?
Sure, everybody eats Twinkie.
Wasn't he from Turkey?
No, that was Nori. This is Rory.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
Rory.
Right.
Nori was in middle school. Wissahickon Middle School. Shout out to it. Rory was in Stony Creek Elementary School. He was Jewish, okay? He didn't celebrate
Right,
Christmas.
there you go.
But he had
All
Chinese
right,
food on
here-
Christmas.
I didn't say, we weren't supposed to say it, but there you go.
But it was weird because he was jealous of me because I got presents on Christmas. I was jealous of him.
It's 7 days of presents.
But it's 7 presents.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
Yeah, but they're nice presents.
no.
That's not what I heard.
I recently watched a comedy special on YouTube, Ari Shafir's special, and
Shout out Ari Shaffir.
called Joe.
Boy, was
Best
that
special
good.
of the year so far.
Phew.
And he said it's not like you think. They do get 7 presents, but
It's traditional.
if it's something, it might be some cool shit.
A dreidel.
Nah, it's not always like that. It might be some cool shit, but if it's like just for example, like if you get a phone, like one day you'll get the phone, the next present will be like a case for the phone. Just for example,
Accessories.
it's shit like that. It's not like one day you got an Xbox and then you got a TV. I mean, some people I'm sure do that.
The Xbox, the controller,
Yeah,
dust off. Shout out to it.
dust off.
Yeah, you ever got high off dust off?
No,
Nobody.
Am I the only degenerate here?
you're the only crumb here.
We used to huff in tech school. We used to huff in graphic arts before I was kicked out. We used to huff the cleaner to clean the printing presses. You used to hear helicopters. Yeah, we used to go in the black room, not the black room.
That's your
Oh,
brain drowning from
the dark room.
Yeah, it's real cool,
We used, to
bro.
go, we used to go to the dark room, and you put it on the rag, and you
Fuck all that.
and you
That's
hear
dumb
the
shit.
whoa, 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 whoa.
That's that bluebell coming out of you.
There was this chick that used to go in there with a certain athlete all the time.
We were
yeah.
Philly blunts.
I don't know what they were doing there, but
We
my
smoked
imagination
bowls
does.
We smoked bowls underneath
Your Pornhub search, your
furnace.
Pornhub search knows
There
what
was
they were
a-
doing in there. Sorry.
Sorry. No, I was gonna say there was a gigantic fan that sucked up all like the stuff in shop class, and we would smoke bowls under there, but we didn't huff anything. We went to Norristown.
You weren't a huffer?
We couldn't afford the chemicals, bro.
Yeah.
We had real drugs.
Well, I didn't afford them. They were there. For the school had them. I didn't fucking buy them.
You guys
I
went.
bet
To,
you
you
they're not
guys
there
got all
today.
kinds of money in Bluebell, and you're doing.
Well,
you're huffing.
Excuse me.
You can afford. You
That
can
was when I
afford
was living
real
in
drugs.
Norristown. That's when I was living in Norristown when I was in tech school.
Oh, you were in tech school.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah,
They're in
they're
tech
drugs,
school.
but I'm
Don't
just
do
saying,
drugs.
in Bluebell they can afford real drugs.
They're very bad for you kids, but boy, are they fun. I'm just saying, you know. Come from experience. There comes a time you got to shape up before you got to ship out. You know what I mean?
Obviously, this is.
I'm a father. I got to lead by example now. Even though they're grown. I'm
Yeah.
23 and 20 now.
I was about to say,
I'm about to retire.
You have young kids around you.
Nah. And I just got the nut snips if you didn't hear.
I mean, he left about 10 million in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like how we were talking about Bernie Griner earlier.
Yeah, that
And,
clown.
And now, I just want to quick touch on this. Like, you know, it's a little bit of old news now, but Giselle Bundchen, I got in arguing with my brother the other day because I said she's German. He's like, she's Brazilian, and he gets real angry.
She's Brazilian.
Right.
Yeah, but she's German.
Name's
Brazilian.
Bunchen.
There's even the 2 dots over the U. That's like you
So
can-
she's
German Brazilian. That's a thing because there's a German colony in Brazil.
Yeah, there's
She
whole
ain't got
towns that
she
are
ain't got a
German.
Brazilian bone in her body. The most Brazilian thing about hers are fucking
is she
wax.
is she Spanish?
No,
She's not.
she's German.
So she's not considered Latino.
No, that's why I
So
said
she's a white
not
girl who lives in
fucking-
Brazil.
She's not. Yeah, but she was born in Brazil, so she's Brazilian. I think she speaks Spanish. But
She's a
not-
Fugazi.
She's not.
Well, is Elon Musk not African? He lives from South Africa.
South African. Yeah, you're an African.
But that's the whole thing. Obviously, I mean, yeah, she's Brazilian because she was born in Brazil, but she's not Brazilian. Like, she's not a native Brazilian. But he's like, yes, she is. She's native Brazilian. She's from Brazil. No, she's born in the German area of Brazil with a German-ass name, blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever. She is not fucking Brazilian.
Yeah. You know, there's Puerto Rican Jews.
Yeah, there was one on Welcome Back, Kotter. One Epstein.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Jewish is not. Jewish is not.
It's a race.
It's not.
Watch, Whoopi Goldberg almost got canceled because of that.
Listen, Jewish is a religion.
It's a race.
It's not.
It's a race.
Because they're from Israel, or because there's Jewish.
Give
There's
it a
Jewish
goog.
Russians. There's Jewish.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe the people from like Israel or so, maybe to them.
Yeah, but like Russian Jews, they're not a separate race. Jewish is a religion. So when people
I think
say,
it's both.
"What are you?" "Oh, I'm Jewish." No, you're Russian, or no, you're Israeli, or no, you're from here. You just choose.
I think the
to say
Jews
Jewish.
are big the difference.
Nothing against the Jews. I'm just saying.
It sure sounds like you got a little hatred there, pal.
No, I'm just saying that's not true. They're not a separate race. It's a religion. Nobody goes around saying I'm Catholic. No, you say I'm fucking.
Excuse me?
If you guys will notice while Chris is talking, his mustache is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. If you take his hat off, his hair is slowly.
He's raising his left arm.
Slowly parting to the side.
This is not an anti-Semitic statement.
Are you clicking your heels right now?
Nine. But no, seriously, she's not Brazilian, and you get because I had this whole argument at work because I like to just say things to just anger people, and it just works every time. Like I told them, there's no such thing as Australian because they're all a bunch of Irish and English people that got thrown on the island and they figured it out. A bunch of criminals.
Yeah.
The only actual Australians are like the Aborigines. But they didn't call it Australia. We called it Australia.
It was a prison land at one time.
They called it Australia,
Yeah,
not we,
prison.
because I don't want nothing to do with that. But they called it Australia. The Aborigines didn't call it Australia. So
No, they called it home.
So I said, "There's no such thing as Australians."
Boom.
And then I go, and then the same thing happened when I said, "There's, she's not Brazilian." He got really angry about it for some reason. People get upset about it.
I'll tell you what she is.
Cunt.
Beautiful. Beautiful girl.
Yeah, she's alright.
She's beautiful.
Listen,
She's alright.
She's a fucking
Here's my other
supermodel.
problem
Yeah,
with
I'm
her.
not saying she's
Here's
not
my other
beautiful,
problem
but-
with her, and it's been said before, but she's, she got a husband who has a job. How many relationships in the country?
She's worth more than him, though, from what I hear.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how many relationships in the country are ruined because the dude don't work, he has no ambition?
I don't think they had that
Well,
problem.
she's mad that they made a pact for
Right.
both of them to retire from their jobs.
Yeah,
so
pacts,
he retired, she retired, he retired, and then unretired and went back. So she's mad.
And it's like one more year. It's not like he's going to play for 50 fucking years.
Well,
He's
he
45.
But he fucked up though, man. He really.
You think he cares?
dude, he
fucked his
and
legacy up? He should care.
Oh, about his legacy or losing her?
His legacy. Who gives a fuck
Uh,
about her?
He didn't ruin his legacy. It ain't like he fucking.
To me, he's the best quarterback of all time. I know that's controversial. I think he's the best. His stats prove
How
it.
was that controversial?
Because everybody
But
wants
people
to say Joe
say-
Montana.
Yeah, or
But
with,
look at all the people that Montana had for all them years.
hey,
Hall of Famers.
I'm saying Brady's the best. But I've had serious arguments with people. Some people say Marino.
Well, look at his beginning, like 2 or 3 Super Bowls. Name any wide receiver on
My
that
top 3 quarterbacks I like, let's see. Brady's number 1. I love Brady. Let him watch him play. Hey, it's the Patriots, but I love Brady. Let him watch him play. All right? Steve Young was my number 2. And then 3 was Jim Kelly.
Steve Young from Norristown?
No.
No, that was Bodo.
No. Yeah, okay, Bodo. Quite a few celebrities and sports stars here from Norristown, our hometown. One day we'll get into that on a future episode. We'll go through all the
Actually, like
people
none of
from
them are
Norristown.
actually from Norristown. They just claim it.
Yeah, they
Like
claim
Mike
it.
Piazza is not from Norristown.
Tommy
Where's he
Lasorda.
Lasorda maybe was.
Yeah, he
Sort of
grew up next door to my
Norristown's
grandpa.
favorite son.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lafayette
what?
Street. Shout out to it.
He lived next door to your grandpa?
Oh,
shit.
down the street. Lafayette Street.
East or
That-
west?
If you go down,
You don't have to east or west?
east.
Okay, that's all.
Down behind, behind past Lou's. Like the first block of Lafayette, down there where it cuts up on where Pitt's Bar used to be.
Ford Street.
Yeah, Ford's right there. The little tiny homes there.
Okay.
One was my grandpa, one was Lasorda's, and one was Piazza. Not Mike Piazza, his grandfather. They all lived in the state. And Norristown legend, Papa Guido.
They lived down there?
They lived down there too. He was down with all them guys.
No shit.
Even though old Cy Siri, my grandpa, shout out to him, rest R.I.P. Yeah, they all hung out together.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I remember years ago on the local cable access channel, like whatever it was at the time, Tommy Lasorda's brothers, he has, I think, 3 brothers. And then there's this dude from Norristown, he was a cop. And he had something to do with boxing or some shit. His name was Hank Cisco.
Oh, yeah, Hank Cisco.
Yeah. My dad thought he was an asshole. But,
what an asshole.
Fuck Hank Cisco.
Thought he was an asshole. But anyway, hearing Tom Lasorda's 3 brothers sit and talk, because they didn't give a shit they were on TV, being interviewed by Hank Cisco. It was like you just sat them down, and they were just fucking talking, just like, you know, being around, we all grew up around our grandpops. It was just like being around your grandpop's old friends. One would start talking, the other would be like, what the hell did we know about that? I quit school in 8th grade, I got a job. And then the other guy would be like, what'd you do with your first check? Your first check? What check? I gave the whole goddamn thing to my mother. I was there to help the family. And then the other one would start chiming and shit. It was funny as shit.
Yeah, it must have sucked though. I mean, I don't know. But I guess, because you think about giving your whole checkup, but then back then you didn't have the other option.
No, there was no option.
You know what I mean?
No.
You give that fucking checkup or you're
know
going to
any
eat
better.
and you're not in a place to live, you know what I mean?
Back then, I was like, what was your first check? 75 hours a week? I'm like, I ain't even getting out of bed for 75 a day.
I remember my grandma telling me her mom cleaned your sinus college it was. Way back in the day, it was like 12 hours a week.
Dang.
That's fucking.
Nice.
Cut that. That's nuts. 12 hours a week? What's that average up to be an hour?
Jesus, who knew, like 50 cents maybe?
Not even that, dude.
No.
Probably like,
that's 24 hours.
Yeah.
Shit,
that's
a quarter?
That's crazy.
30 cents an
10
hour?
cents, I don't know.
It's like 30 cents an hour. Some shit like
Nuts.
that.
Wow.
Well, anyway, Tom Brady has a good job. He has a pretty good job.
Yeah.
So what is your problem, lady? You can't wait a couple more years. Your husband has a dream. You're supposed to be behind your husband. You're supposed to, you had a little pact.
Once that's it, that's it.
Maybe
He's
that,
coming
right.
back. Like, he still feels he got 5 years left in him.
maybe he just said, you know what? Fuck you, leave. I don't care.
You know why? Because there's a million Giselle Bunchins.
Especially when you're Tom Brady.
Right.
They're lined up the door waiting
I
for him.
think he's trying to beat George Bland's record for, like, longest playing. I think he wants to beat 48 years old.
Is that what Blanda did?
I heard somebody say today that he said years ago he wanted to play till he was 45.
He's 45 now.
He said 50.
He wants to play till he was 50.
1977.
I just feel like, though, he had the best career he could ever have with the Patriots. Goes to the Buccaneers. 1 year, goes to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl. That's the end of the fucking movie, bro. This year now of you losing your wife and, you know, having I don't know shit about football. They're having a mediocre year, I think.
He's 5-5, but he's still winning his division.
They're going to win the division, yeah. No doubt.
5-5 ain't that good, though. That's a 500 team.
Yeah, but that division, 8 wins is going to win you that division.
Right.
But
everybody
still.
else is trash. As long as he wins the division, he makes the playoffs.
Well, now the end of the, it don't matter. Now the end of the movie, he wins, comes back, comes to the Buccaneers for 1 year, wins the Super Bowl. Now the next year is all this news bullshit of him and his old lady, a mediocre year. He's 5-5. What are the chances he's going to go to the Super Bowl and win it again?
With him, pretty good, probably.
With the NFC East? With the NFC, yeah. Unless, shout out the Eagles, unless they do it, I mean.
Statistically, last year he played better than when he was 24.
Yeah, I remember somebody saying that. I just think the movie should have ended.
Right.
I went to another team.
What he wants to
Won the Super Bowl, movie over.
I think
that's what he should do.
Now
I
I'm
think
on
he wants to
ESPN.
retire a 49er. That's who he
no.
wanted to start.
Well, yeah, he was at the Super Bowl with
he was
yeah.
mad last year or 2 years ago, and he was like, "You mean to tell me you're sticking with that fucking bum?" Because they were going to stay with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, but I don't think that move will happen. I don't think he'll go to the Niners. I just think he loves the game. He don't want to stop playing. He don't want to accept that he's old. There's a lot to go into that.
When he retired for that week, they came out and said, "We're not trading him no matter what." So get that out of your head. Like, he's not going to San Fran. They're not trading him to San Fran.
Yeah.
So then he decided, I'll come back out of retirement and play for you.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. Like, he's gonna play till he wants to, or till he gets hurt. But either way, fuck him.
Nobody's catching him.
Right.
No, never.
Nobody's gonna get 7 rings.
No.
Nah.
There's only a few things. There's only a few unobtainable sports.
Is there anybody left right now that has 2? That's playing?
Right now?
No, Mahomes only has 1, right? It was his first one.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Stafford got 1. Mahomes got
How
1.
cool would it be to hold 2 hands up in rings? Like, wah! I mean, the Steelers talked all that shit when they had a 6-pack and all that shit, you know.
This is one person.
One person got 7, yo. You know what I mean? Like, in one career, you know what I mean? That's fucking insane,
People have
dude.
never even been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's gotta suck though, too. As a kid, like, oh yeah, want to go to NFL, and you're that 1 in a million kid that makes it to the NFL. And you play, all these years, and just the shit just doesn't line up right for you. And you gotta, and then you gotta retire.
I've seen a video
Never
of a
go
little
to
kid
bowl.
that was a Jets fan at the game.
Jets, Jets.
He was saying every time the Jets win, my dad takes me out and buys me ice cream. He said it to a player, and the player's like, "Well, you're going to have a lot of ice cream this year." The rookie, Sauce Gardner, best cornerback in the league.
They showed a kid now, he's a
That
fat
happened
little
on
tub of
my-
shit.
This
He's all
happened
fat.
a couple of weeks ago.
They got what, 2 losses?
Yeah.
That kid's gonna be a fucking fat little porker at the end of the year. He's got
He
double
deserves
chin,
it.
titties, shit in his pants. All the good traits of being a little fat kid.
Sauce Gardner, best cornerback in the NFL right now.
When's the last time you shit your pants?
The last time I shit my pants, like a full turd or just a little short?
A mess.
A mess.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but not 10 years. Probably not even 5 years. Probably just a couple of years. I probably had a cough, maybe sharted or something.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why you sitting on one now?
You got some hot pants over there?
That's why I'm like, why are you trying to like sit and marinate?
Long, I can't even remember.
Man, I got some stories.
Shit my pants.
Yeah, but like, I don't. You know what? I know a guy.
Okay, well, let's get comfortable and hear about Fatz's shit
Yeah.
story.
I mean, this better be good though.
I was 12. Oh, I got 2. Okay, we'll start with the latter one.
All right, I'll go back I'll go back
we'll-
after you're done. I'll go back and I'll tell a story about.
We'll go back to when I was 12-year-old. When I was 12-year-old Fat. Before Fats was Fats, when Fats was Mark. We was up in East Norton at my uncle's house on Easter, and we used to go down. Me, my brother, and my cousins. We used to go to Paul Fly, and every time I would want to do something fun, as a fat kid, I'd always have to shit. I don't know what. It's like always something that came in it. Like you go out and you got to shit. I got to the playground and man, after eating Easter dinner, I had a shit so bad. And there's no toilet around. And man, I shit my fucking pants. And I didn't tell anybody. And I'm sitting there stinking, because now you're running around and you got shit in your pants. So, and I know my cousins had to smell me, right? Because you got shit in your pants.
And they were tidy whities, so that shit
Yeah, shit was smashed up against my cheek. So we walked. Paul Fly to Black Swift Road is pretty far. It's about a half a mile. Walk back to the house. As soon as I get in there, walk by my dad. Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened to you? Would you step in shit? I said, no, it's different. He's looking at my shoes. As soon as he put his head down, look at my shoes, he knew I shit my pants.
Oh, man.
Made me go in the bathroom at my uncle's house and wash my own drawers out there. But then he had to take me home because it leaked through my drawers. It was on my pants.
On your pants. Oh, man. Bad day for a fat kid.
Yeah, embarrassing. I wonder if my cousins look at me now like, I remember you shit your pants.
That's all
they got you,
about.
right?
That's all they think
You don't
about.
forget to be like, oh.
They have a
now.
Yeah, well,
Holy shit! I forgot he shit his fucking pants.
They have a nickname for you that they just don't tell you. It's something bad, like, you know.
Oh, that sucks.
There was a time
Skid
where
mark.
Yeah, skid mark, Jerry.
Yeah, there was a time when I was taking the bus from Norristown to Lansdale like a long time ago, and I was not feeling well, and I was on the bus and there was nowhere to go, and we got to the North Wales train station, but as I was on the bus, like I shit, and then like as I'm walking,
Full turd?
no, there was no solid
Liquid?
There was no solid.
Oh, the worst.
Was it
So-
running down your leg?
As I'm walking, it looked like I took a scoop of pumpkin. I was just.
Oh, it was soft and creamy. Oh.
Luckily, there was a creek right behind there. I jumped in the creek and then I went to my cousin's house down where I just walked the creek down into Lansdale from.
I thought you meant you jumped in and cleaned your ass.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
But then I
Jeez,
just
dude.
followed it the rest of the way. I went to the railroad tracks in the creek. But yeah, so that really sucked because there was the people on the bus had to see. I might even have left a little something on the bus. I jumped off and it was just like too late. I think I tried to slowly walk.
Were you wearing shorts?
Yeah.
They're boxers too, so it's just like drip down.
And
Oh,
real quick,
man.
the second time, well, there's many times, but
Man, the
second
truth is
time,
really coming out now.
So my daughter's mother, for a while was only eating vegetables, didn't eat any meat.
Bad
nothing.
move.
Oh, but it was like, so I was trying to be, what do you call it, supportive. And we were eating this like sausage made out of plants and meat made out of plants and everything made out of plants.
Some of it's pretty good.
I made a lasagna with I made my own gravy and my own everything.
You made your own what?
Gravy.
Who the fuck
Because
says
the reason-
gravy?
Because the reason you say gravy is, if meat touches it, it becomes gravy.
Not in my house.
No, that is. You buy.
Man, you
No.
just live by your
You
own
can
rules.
buy.
over there.
No, you can go on.
I'll go
give
with
it a
him.
goog.
I'll go with that.
No
Give it a
way.
goog.
Gravy
Give it a
is
goog.
brown.
Put fucking
Give it a goog.
meat.
Gravy is
Every
brown.
No, because
My mom-
there's people that.
When my mom was making shit on Sundays, she never said I'm making sauce.
But do you know
We
why?
never say gravy.
You know why
Gravy is
that
turkey
came
gravy,
from?
chicken gravy, beef gravy.
You can't go in any store and ask them where.
Give it a
fucking
goog. You can go ahead and you can order Italian gravy, red gravy.
Spaghetti gravy.
Nah.
When our grandma was making,
You want to know
Sunday
why
dinner.
they said that though?
She
Because
didn't
what
say
was
sauce.
What was the extra sauce in?
what?
A gravy boat
Where?
on her table. On my mom's table, there was a
Sauce
gravy
is
boat.
made.
Well, that
Sauce is more of
extra
a
sauce
basil.
But
Sauce
that
is a
thing-
basil based.
That gravy
Not
boat thing, that was made
But there's
for
basil in that meat sauce.
the gravy he's talking
In
about.
case you want
Like,
extra
absolutely
sauce.
is.
More of a basil.
And you know what? My mom didn't put red sauce in that.
Yes.
Mom start doing that.
I have it at my house.
Yeah, mom
Still
start.
smells like fucking
It's
sauce.
still
Mom
stained
started
orange.
putting that shit in there.
All right.
My mom didn't do that. My mom put the brown gravy in there. And when she was cooking Sunday dinner, she didn't say I made sauce. She said I made gravy.
Right.
Sauce gravy debate didn't come around till the internet or the Sopranos or some
The
shit.
gravy is.
Growing up, we said gravy.
If a-
We didn't
if
say
meat
spaghetti.
We said
touches-
sauce.
if
We never
meat
said
goes
gravy.
into
Gravy is
sauce,
beef gravy,
gravy.
chicken gravy,
It's
turkey
not.
gravy. It is. It says beef gravy on it. It says turkey gravy
Give
on
it a
it.
goog.
Are you saying my mom is wrong?
No, we
Calling
never
his
say that.
mama a liar.
But I'm just saying, when you go to the supermarket and you're in the can section, it says tomato what?
It does. Yeah, you're right.
Tomato
Yeah.
what? So there's no
Sauce,
answer,
yeah.
but
But
when
you
you're
know
going to see
who-
the beef thing, it says beef what?
But you know who made that idea up? You know whose decision it was to figure out what's going to come on the
Are you
label?
calling my grandmama a liar?
No. You know whose decision it was to say what goes on the label? Some fucking corporate Medigan motherfucker. Not somebody that's
What if the sauce is made in Italy?
slaved over a
What if it's made in Italy?
stove all day.
Yeah, listen. If you Google Italian red gravy, you'll find a variety.
Yeah, and if I
of
Google, yeah, look at that picture.
If you Google me long enough, I'll give you some
Anyway,
Italian gravy.
back to what we were talking about. All right, the sauce. I made my own sauce.
Now I know what you're talking about.
I made my own sauce. It was all kinds of vegetables, like sauteed, garlic, everything. I had everything. It was a beautiful fucking lasagna.
How does this relate to you shitting yourself?
I'm gonna tell you, because I was eating nothing but these vegetables, and I don't eat vegetables, but all of a sudden now I'm just eating all vegetables.
Shock your
Body
system.
went in the shock.
Yeah.
I'm walking. I told my daughter, I'm like, we're gonna go to Ollie's up the street, and then we're gonna go to Main Street Pizza. We'll get you some pizza. We'll come back. So I walk up, and then like we're in Main Street Pizza, and I'm like, we gotta get this thing go. And she's like, oh, why? I'm like, trust me. I'm like, well, we're gonna do fun stuff, and like. So we start walking back, and it's like a couple blocks. Luckily, I was wearing these like boxer shorts that like were tight around my leg.
Boxer briefs, shout out.
Boxer briefs, and so we got pretty close to the house, and I'm like, I just stopped. I couldn't go any further. I had to like because my sphincter. I was like, it was just giving out on me.
If it had a face, what would it look like?
It would look.
That's what I pictured.
I was like walking, and I'm like, all right, maybe if I stop, take a deep breath, if I just a hair release it.
Never. You fucked up when you sucked the air in,
and then
now you're pushing it down.
Once it started, that was it. There was nothing I could do, and luckily, like I was like, oh, good. These fucking things are like a diaper.
Did she know that you shit your pants?
No, but so I'm walking,
She didn't
and all of a
smell
sudden,
you.
We're relatively new to this development, so of course the new neighbor wants to come talk to me.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, that's it. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, so I said I have to use the bathroom.
Asshole forever now.
I was gonna say, how you doing? I'm an asshole.
I get in there.
Shit her pants.
Good one. I should do. But I go in there. I go in the shower. I said, I gotta use the bathroom.
Why is the shower on?
Did you throw your
Oh
drawers
yeah.
away?
Oh, they're gone. They were gone. Yeah, they were done. There was nothing I could do about it. Vegetables, man.
Yeah.
So nobody with a real recent one?
No.
I don't want to talk about it.
I do remember the first.
Too recent.
I remember the very first time I shit that I remember. Look, when I first met my biological father, I was so nervous I threw up and shit myself. I was only 2 hours old. That's no excuse. Check us out at Soul Joel's open mic night, folks.
Nice.
Now, but when I was in like first grade or something like that.
It's always first grade.
Yeah, it was first grade.
Yeah.
I was stepping up on the bus, and as I stepped up on the bus, I either coughed or something, or I don't even think I was chubby at the time, so I can't even blame it on being fat. But for whatever reason, a turd came the fuck out. And I'm walking down the bus, heart pounding, like, what the fuck am I going to do? And from me walking, it fell the fuck out.
Through your pant leg?
It was probably 1980, early 80s, one or two.
Really solid.
Healthy
the
brain.
time.
You were eating brain.
Well, you weren't drinking a lot of water, were you?
The time doesn't have anything to do with it, the time period, except 100% it was tighty-whities of some sort, and they were they may have been white, but they were not tight, because that shit slipped right out through my
You had the
pant
big
legs,
loose leg holes.
right? And I remember seeing it, like, as I'm walking, and then I either fell or something, I looked down and I seen it, I just kicked that shit right under the seat that I was walking, went a couple days, I just sat down, went home. I don't even remember cleaning up when I went home. I was 6 years old. Probably just went out and played.
Older brother's underwear.
Had Superman on.
Nah, that was before Underoos. Yeah, I was a big Underoos guy though. I had them all.
Dude. My Aunt Marie, shout out to her. Woo-hoo. Every year for Christmas, used to get me and Tone Underoos.
Right.
And we couldn't wait to see what we were going to get. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this.
Shout out Marie Davis. Just go, woo-hoo.
Were your underwears strictly these are marks and strictly these are ants? Or is this like, there's underwear?
When we were little?
Here's the
Yeah.
underwear.
Yeah, we
for-
both shared.
It was just under.
Yeah,
Okay.
just under. We shared until we were like 15.
Yeah, so when I knew you guys,
Yeah,
it's like
probably.
one day he would have one underwear on, and the next day
We
he'd
shared a
have the
bed,
underwear
dude.
on.
We shared a full-size bed.
Yeah.
We were poor.
Yeah, me and him did for a while too.
What happened to
Sucks when you gotta jerk off. When you're 15, you gotta jerk off, and it's summertime, you're in the same bed.
I'm a little confused.
We didn't have that
with
problem.
your-
We would just jerk each
Yeah,
other off.
me either.
I'm a little confused with your life here because you every once in a while throw out Bluebell, but you talk about all these.
Oh, just because I lived in Bluebell doesn't mean we had money. We were poor.
Yeah.
We were Northtown trash living in Bluebell. My dad had a full-time job, so he tried to buy a house in Bluebell. And it worked for a little bit. But then it didn't. Then we came back. All right. And we stayed. so nobody shit their pants within the past year.
Let us know about your most recent one.
I didn't say I had one. I was just asking you guys. But if you want to know the story.
Last week he shit himself. That's what he's getting at.
Nah, it wasn't. I've been having problems shitting where I can't shit. Like it's. I don't know if you know you can't shit. That sucks. Do you feel like?
How do you feel?
Like you got to, like I got to shit, right? So you go to the toilet, you're like, and you feel it right there, but it just won't come out. So I tried everything. I'm trying water. You gotta drink water. Take more fiber. Nothing works, right?
Did you try anal?
That's what's packed him up there in the first place.
I don't kiss and tell. But no, so I think I seen it on I don't know, gave it a goog. And I think it was, somebody said something about milk and magnesia.
Yes, old school shit.
Yeah, it works.
That'll make you throw up. Or
let me tell you something.
I can't even
So,
think about it.
I did it a couple times. I was like, man, I'm fucking shitting great. Ain't nothing like shitting great. That's one of my favorite things to do.
It's true.
Nice fucking solid logs, right? Then all of a sudden it was working too good. Yeah, you're sitting there like, oh, no, you're running. Because I was drinking more than I should have.
You cracked the dam open.
Yeah. So one day I wake up, right? And I'm like, the first thing I always do when I wake up is I go piss. And I'm pissing. I'm like, what the fuck is that smell, dude? Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, someone told me to grab my ass cheek. What? I grabbed my ass cheek and it was like moist.
Double butter.
I fucking shit myself when I was sleeping.
Oh, you shit the bed.
And
I
didn't
can't
wake
believe
up.
Oh, man.
You
Dude.
shit the bed.
So listen, the story don't
That's a
get
real
bad there.
thing.
The
I
story,
didn't think you actually did that.
the story goes on. So I'm like, oh my God. So, do like anybody does, you jump in the shower, right? Clean up. I go back, my old lady's sleeping, right? So I said, I gotta see the damage I did, right? My old lady runs a tight shit. My house is spotless, right? She's changed all the time. I go over there. There was no like log in the bed, but there was a spot, right? I didn't wake her up.
Put the dog on the bed and leave.
Did you try like the magic trick where you take a shit?
Like she's.
No, you know what I did? I think I gave it a smell. I put my nose here and said, whoa.
What? Wait, why? Why?
So,
Why? Why?
You knew it wasn't a Snickers bar that was in your pocket or something.
You know what I did? I had to get to work.
Hey, I guess
I left her a note.
they say we all like our own land.
Hey, hon. Hope you have a good day. P.S. I shit the bed.
I said, babe,
An accident.
I would have went to work and just blamed it on her. But like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
I said,
Tighten that shit
so
up.
remember I was having problems going to bed? It's all a note. Remember I had problems going to bed? I drank a little too much of this stuff. I had an accident last night. Sorry. Didn't want to wake you up to clean it up, so, you know.
So you slept in it for 2 hours.
we have
throw a towel down or something.
We haven't spoken about it since, like, even when I came to work, nothing was said about ice chair later.
There's nothing to speak of. You don't, that's just something you don't bring up.
And that's the story of how Mark got his own bedroom.
Also, she's gonna wait till like she's mad to bring that up.
Oh my God.
She's gonna wait till she's mad to bring that up.
I said, I'm leaving from work. I'm out of here. Let's leave it right
Yeah,
here.
what are you gonna do?
In case you don't see it or smell it.
Next time, pick the dog up and leave it in the bed with
The dog sleeps in the bed. I think she would have woke me up.
You should have blamed the dog.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
Where were you?
What the fuck are you doing? You got a dog that sleeps in your bed. Oh, the dog. I think you got into a little chocolate for Halloween.
Yeah.
You got a little problem. Little stain on your bed.
Yeah.
Little to say, no more milk and magnesia for me.
The dog gets blamed for everything from now on.
Yeah,
Are you
everything.
kidding me?
A little late for that now. Oh
Well,
man.
it's late now, but I mean,
The whole note.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
What a shit show.
Don't make a big stink about it.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcast.
On the
Follow
YouTubes.
us, subscribe. The three of us trying to be open mic comedians. We're at Soul Jules every Tuesday night for open mic. Jerry Joe Pesci on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Thank you. We love you.